Let's have a property tour, shall we? Brian Lebo here, and today we got a real fun one for you. So we are out at McDonald Highlands, and this is a floor plan that we've actually shown before, but this one is brand new, directly from Christopher Homes on an incredible lot. So without further ado, let's do like we normally do and start off in the kitchen. So on the way to the kitchen, let's talk about the flooring. The flooring is that skeuomorphic look that we've discussed before in the past. So here we have tile planks that replicate wood. It's fantastic. In person, this shows super well. It really looks like engineered hardwood. Really lavish and very nice. But let's talk about the kitchen first. So in this incarnation of the kitchen island, we went with this grandiose bar top. Now, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan. You guys tell me what you think. It's beautifully done. Ashley loved it. I kind of preferred it a little more simple. I kind of felt like it just kind of imposed on this space just a little bit, but it's super functional. You can see here we have a 4-top array, kind of neat. What's really nice is we've seen in the Blue Heron videos, their design language of minimalism, they prefer to have a standard like 2-centimeter edge, just a natural edge for their counter surfaces. Here's quite the opposite. So here we have this monolithic looking slab. It's actually a 5.5-inch apron. I personally prefer this look, but maybe I'm just a little outdated, but I really do like what they did here. Now, let's take a look and check out some of the appliances, the cabinetry, and the rest of the layout. So as we come into this pseudo pantry area, this is where the ovens are. And again, you guys tell me what your comments. Do you like the ovens being this far away from the sink and the rest of the cooking area? I think it's kind of an interesting take. I don't know if I love it or hate it. It's just different. But another thing we'll discuss with the appliances, because it's a little, I don't know if I've ever seen this in a home builder. So here we have the Bosch appliance package. So we have the built-in microwave oven, and then we have one singular oven. We have the exact same quartz counter surface that we had in the main island. Beautiful TFL cabinetry, which we'll discuss in a moment. And then over here to your left, this is the actual pantry and some nice built-in options, but really nice. And I kind of like that this is open as opposed to having a door to get in, which also would be weird since your ovens are there. But again, I want to hear your comments. Is this a functional idea? Do you love it, hate it? Now this is gorgeous, and we'll take a moment to talk about the cabinetry. This is personally, this is my favorite look of cabinetry. So this is TFL thermally fused laminate. All the high-end luxury properties are really kind of going towards this. Very durable, very lovely. And here we have a paneled in Thermador refrigerator. So again, we have Bosch and we have Thermador here. And this one's a little bit different because this is set up on a 60-40 split. So it's a gorgeous refrigerator, but a little bit more generous on the refrigeration side as opposed to the freezer side. And then of course we have touch panels that pop out for you. Very nice, great cabinetry. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the island. We're gonna go back and forth here. So again, we have the same very nice Calcutta looking quartz counter surface. We have TFL cabinetry here, but it's opposing. So a little bit lighter shade here. Guys, tell me, do you like opposing cabinetry or not? Nice chrome fixtures along with the faucet, nice undermount sink, really great. But let's talk about this area because this is beautiful, but with beauty, we lose a little bit of function. So all nice, soft touch close cabinetry as you would expect, same kind of quartz counter surface. And then here's where things get a little interesting. So we've seen a lot in the Blue Heron, the bringing back of stacked travertine as a veneer for the walls. Here, this looks very similar, a little thinner, and it looks like a stacked travertine, but this is actually just a tile. So here we have 12 by 36 inch tile. One of the things you're gonna notice in the house, which is a little odd, is the grout lines are a little bit thicker. You should have been able to go 1/16, and here it looks like 1/8. Minor gripe, but I think it would look a little cleaner if they were a little bit tighter. Now here's where the function kind of goes away. We have our 36-inch Bosch cooktop, which is nice. But in order to have this gorgeous cabinetry above us, I love the open shelving. I absolutely love the design of it. I love the embedded downward firing LED light strips. Everything about this design is just elegant and gorgeous, but In order to have that, we lose the ventilation hood in lieu of the riser ventilation. So again, it looks very streamlined. This is a really, really nice aesthetic look, but if you actually do any kind of cooking, God forbid you do any fried food, one, you're not gonna be able to get that removed from the airspace, and you're probably gonna get some grease on this nice tile. So function, definitely form over the function. Now, okay, we're over $3 million, so we gotta talk about the dishwasher. We only have one dishwasher, so gotta knock you. But this is also like $1 million lot, so it's kind of like a $2 million house. I'm stretching here. But what's funny is now we come over here and now we have a Gen Air paneled dishwasher. So we went from Bosch to Thermador refrigeration and over to Gen Air. So a little bit of a hodgepodge, which you don't normally see directly from the builders. All right, we've killed the kitchen. Now let's talk about this family room. So first off, we have 12-foot high ceilings, really, really nice, especially since this is a 2-story home. And to celebrate the height of these ceilings, we have this gorgeous, gorgeous media wall and fireplace. So here, the veneer is all quartz, looks very, very lovely. 2 slabs for the upper part. We do have a 72-inch fireplace. I believe it's electric. It 100% has every symptom of being electric, but there was a gas valve, which I have no idea why, but maybe there is gas if you don't want the electric fireplace. Got me. All right, coming over in this direction, modern architecture, we need a curtain wall of glass. Here we have dual 15-foot sliders. They're not pockets, but very, very lovely, very elegant, all the way to the ceiling. We even have soffits to hide all the polar shades that you'll have, or solar shades, with electrical. So literally just plug and play. Install the shades, plug them right in, you're good to go. Perfect, perfect. Thank you for doing the heavy lifting for us, Christopher Home. Coming over here, again, same situation, 15-foot slider, soffit hiding the window treatments. But here, clearly it's a dirt lot. So we're not gonna go hiking into the dirt. But this is absolutely wonderful. And the reason is, for all these Christopher Home view lots, most of these yards are very small. I would say a third to maybe half of this depth. So not only can you have a pool, and again, you're limited to 600 square feet of surface area, but you literally have tons of room for grass, for play areas, for a sunken fire pit. This is a huge, huge lot for this area, and the price justifies it, but awesome, awesome lot. All right, here we have our dining area, not much to talk about, but as we come over this direction, if you remember in the other one that we toured, I believe this was an option to be a bar area, which was really kind of cool in that floor plan, and the way they did it there. Here we just have this cove where you can use your own imagination and do what you will with it. All right, we've seen this entire area. Let's come over and check out the primary suite before we keep it moving. One nice feature, throughout this entire home, we have skylights. So entering into the primary suite, we have a skylight above us, and you're gonna see that theme throughout. Really, really neat, especially in a 2-story home. Coming into the primary bedroom, again, continuation with the 12-foot high ceilings. If you remember, one of the weird design elements is we have double ceiling trays. Normally when you see ceiling trays, there are like 3 inches of depth. Here it's just a sheet of drywall. So it counts, but it's a little questionable. But here we have a gorgeous slider system. This is a little bit different. Instead of the typical slider that retracts into one direction, here this articulates outward. So a little bit more of a normal slider system, but again, gorgeous, gorgeous ingress and egress, great, great views. You have absolute privacy looking out past the backyard. All the homes are so far away, they would literally need a telescope and be very interested in you to bother looking in. But very nice staging, very nice furniture, but let's talk about this. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the egg in the room. One of the weird Christopher design features, and I'm torn. I love this look, but the functionality is where it kind of goes away. So here we have this gorgeous floating bathtub, and this opens right into the bathroom. So while I love the way that this looks, functionally, I don't think this works too well. I've seen curtains here, But basically, if your partner is getting ready in the bathroom, you're gonna have a lot of the light spilling into the sleeping quarters. So, if you have partners, you know what that's like when one's sleeping and one's getting ready. This is gonna be the worst implementation of that concept. Meet you over here. Let's check out the rest of the bathroom area. So, absolutely love this, and we're gonna take a moment to talk about the counter surface. So, we have the same TFL cabinetry for this floating vanity, but here, incredibly elegant. I absolutely love how rich this looks. So instead of the quartz counter surface that you normally would see, here they went with a porcelain countertop. And really interesting, because I haven't seen this, this is the same thickness as you would find in a quartz or granite slab. Haven't seen it that thick. That's the downside of using porcelain, is typically it's half this thickness. It's very thin, like a tile. So if you drop anything, it's going to shatter. Even fabricating tends to shatter. Much more suited for like shower surrounds. But here I'm very impressed. This is a very thick porcelain, very lovely. As we come down, you'll see we have the exact same. So we have his and her matching vanities. Let's check out the shower right now. So one of the really, really neat things and incredibly difficult to coordinate is while we have the flooring that looks like wood, we have the seamless transition into the shower where it's a negative entry, zero entry, curbless entry, use your description accordingly. But what's neat is the mosaic tile that they created the shower pan of is kind of looks like wood. It's that skeuomorphic look, and it kind of blends in perfectly with the main flooring. I love it. So in here, we have the 12 by 24 inch porcelain tile. Again, I think the grout lines could have been 1/16. We got 1/8 here. Shower, handhold shower, shower faucet. No rainfall shower head, which is a little surprising. But we have this beautiful, beautiful linear drain that runs the entire length. It's a really nice, gorgeous shower and could provide steam function since you only have about 1.5 inches at the top. Now over here, this is neat. Same thing, same porcelain floating makeup vanity. The one criticism Ash and I were kind of surprised by is, 3.2 million, 3 million, whatever. It's just funny because this house has a lot of options, but it's just funny that they capped off the lighting over here. So to have some wall sconces, talking a couple $100, come on. Christopher Holmes, just throw it in, come on. All right, coming down to here, we have our water closet. So here we have the toilets. One of the neat things, all the toilets in the house actually have electrical outlets next to it. That sounds like a weird thing to say, but if you prefer a Japanese toilet or like a bidet function on the toilet seat, you can plug it right in without any fabrication. So really nice. We have our linen closet right here. And then this is incredible. So this is your main closet. Currently, obviously it does not look much like a closet, but this is just a blank canvas. So this cavity is the way a lot of these higher end homes come. Then you can call California Closets, Classic Closets, your cousin who owns a closet company, whoever you want, they'll install the closet to your custom design. But again, we have a massive skylight, which will go right over the island that typically goes here in the closet. So a gorgeous, gorgeous space. All right, we've seen the primary. One thing is over here, Ashley, pan around this way. Over here, this door actually goes into the laundry room, but we're gonna walk the rest of the house and we'll come back to the laundry room. So let's speed it up and I'll meet you back over by the front door. All right, so we're kind of back to where we started. So over here to your left, this is the front door. And again, another theme, tons of natural light. So while we have a double height ceiling, 20 feet high plus, we have this entire wall full of glass panes. So really, really nice. If it weren't such an ugly, gloomy day, it'd be super bright in here. But let's check this out first. So over here, you clearly see this den is set up to be like an executive office. So not much to discuss. We do have wiring here for your display. So if you're still running cable, you can run the cable to your old school Sony Trinitron or put on a modern television like I assume you would and you're good to go. But perfectly great office. Before we head down and see the secondary bedrooms, let's just talk about the floating staircase because this vantage point is arguably my favorite part of the house. So we have this highly upgraded, gorgeous floating staircase. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The cement has been treated to look like wood, matches impeccably, but I love this vantage point of the floating staircase and then the curtain wall of glass leading to what will be your backyard. It's just a really elegant look. All right, coming over this direction, this is the hallway to the secondary bedrooms, and over here is the powder bathroom, which will service all your guests. So again, we have the same TFL floating cabinetry, but what's interesting is this is a slightly different porcelain, but here you'll see in the close-up, you'll see that this is half the thickness of the other bathroom. So this is what I was referring to. I've used it before, and you really have to have good fabrication, otherwise you're gonna get into trouble real quick. All right, coming down this direction, we have the garage and the laundry room. So over here we have the garage, and this is actually a double tandem garage. So you can easily fit 4 vehicles in this garage. So we have epoxy flooring, we have our 240 volt charging for a Tesla, or well, I shouldn't say Tesla, any EV, but you have 240 plug. And then what's really neat, if you've ever run into a situation where something goes out in the house and the electrical plug doesn't work in your powder bathroom, or just some random place, I've had that go out in my house in the laundry room, I ran around forever trying to figure out what breaker popped. I love the fact that in this garage, they put all the GFCI switches in a bank and they labeled them. Just a brilliant, brilliant thought. Thank you for that, Christopher Holmes. All right, coming down this direction, this is the laundry room that I was alluding to. So first off, over here, we have the same type of TFL cabinetry, but here we have a nice light white wash kind of look to it. Very nice, more earth tones in here. So we have kind of a brownish quartz counter surface. And then they did a wonderful job here creating a counter space to go over your washer and dryer. Just a very simple, very nice laundry room. Another note, all the doors in this entire home are solid core doors. So again, just another air of luxury when you're actually manipulating these doors. All right, coming down this direction, this hallway leads us to the secondary bedroom. So here we have a closet. This is kind of like the smart closet. So this houses all of your Ethernet wires, everything for automation in the property. And then we have just a basic linen closet here. Coming in this direction, we have our secondary bedrooms. I believe we have 3 bedrooms in this house, a loft, which we'll see, and then the den, which was the office. Basic bedroom, not much to see. Pre-wire for the display. We have just a cavity for the closet, basic. Coming in here, perfectly fine, floating cabinet. Here we have a white quartz counter surface. And again, this was a weird one. I don't get it. Impeccable quality throughout the house. But here we have 12 by 24 inch flooring, but for some reason they went with a huge 1/4 inch grout line when you could easily have done at least an 1/8, probably a 16, because this is a porcelain tile. We have a perfectly fine shower, very simple tile, nice herringbone design for the shower pan floor. It's a perfectly nice ensuite secondary bedroom. Let's come down and let's check out the last bedroom, but again, that recurring theme that we were discussing of natural light. Right above us is another smaller skylight, but again, it's nice, especially in this hallway. It can be kind of depressing and dark. It's nice to have that natural light. Now, this is the best of the secondary bedroom. So really lovely that you have all these windows. So windows here leading to the front. And what's really neat is this is a very private street. There's only about 3 more homes at the end, and it's just a cul-de-sac. So really, you have absolute privacy. There's nothing across from you. It's basically just a hill and only a couple homes. So really, no one's coming down here except maybe your neighbor walking to get the mail or a dog. Over here, we have a cavity for your closet. And then again, we have the same 12 by 24 inch tile. We have our toilet over there. And then here, same setup, white quartz counter surface, the floating vanity, big mirror, really nice. The one quirk about this, which I thought was kind of odd, is here, even though it's just a normal secondary bedroom, we have a double vanity with 2 sinks. I thought that was just very peculiar, very weird for just a secondary bedroom. But I guess if you have a couple staying with you in town, they each have their own sink. There you go. In here, perfectly nice shower, very similar. So we have the herringbone design, simple tile, and then a very long linear drain. Really, really lovely. All right, guys, we have now finished the entire first floor of the property. Let's go upstairs and check out this loft area and see what else is hiding up there. All right, guys, welcome to the second floor loft area. So behind me, you can kind of see these two windows, total privacy. You basically just have an entire hillside over there. Now, if you come around this area of the loft, obviously this is set up to be just a seating area. Use your imagination for this space, if you will. But clearly this has been designed to be a second entertaining area. So here it's a viewing area. Probably makes more sense to be a full-fledged movie theater perhaps. But you also have the option of making this into a bedroom, although it's pretty open. But as you'll see in a moment, it is set up to take advantage of this being an actual bedroom. And you could use some drywall and close this off entirely if you really needed that space. Now, over in this direction, you can see again, we have a 15-foot slider, but this one is situated just like the one in the primary suite. So it articulates outward as opposed to in one direction. So try not to peek out there too much. Again, nice entertaining area, yeah, fun spot. Now here we have a full bathroom. So we have the white quartz, the floating vanity, we have the toilet, but we also have a shower. So again, it doesn't make any sense to have a shower unless this is going to be a bedroom. I don't know what kind of parties you're throwing, but you probably don't need a shower in the movie theater area. Coming out, let's check this out. We have a massive balcony. This balcony is huge. And again, it's a great outdoor space on a great day. So if you were watching the game, you can come out here, have a smoke, have some cigars, really nice. But it's all about, this lot's all about the privacy. That's what's so lovely about it is, you know, all these gorgeous mountain views of Dragon Ridge, the Dragon Spine. It's just absolutely gorgeous when you come out here. Now, coming out to the edge, again, we have view of this massive backyard. It's just massive. You can see next door a little bit. I don't know if you can see on film, but they did like a lap pool. They have tons of room. I mean, you could literally put in a basketball court, a full court. This is more than 96 feet. Really great. And if you look up in this direction, that's the house that we filmed about a year ago. That one had the pool. That one does have some views, but the backyard lot is substantially smaller. All right, guys. This wraps up this tour. I'm dying to hear your comments. What's your favorite part of the property? What do you love? Is it worth the money? Let's get that debate started. Special thanks to Christopher Holmes for allowing me to film this property. Make sure you click the like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Deuces.